what's up?
Hi! Oh, God, I miss you.
I miss you too.
It's so good to hear.
This is Becca.
Nice to meet you.
Tonight, Becca will be meeting my mother, Donna,
These are for you.
Thank you.
my father, Scott, 3 of my other brothers and my sister, my cousins and my aunts and my uncles.
This is a family. Oh my gosh.
Part of our family.
Hi. What's your name? Harper.
And my little cousin, Harper.
I have heard such wonderful things about you.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Yes.
I'm so excited to meet everyone. Coming into tonight, my biggest concern with Colton is he hasn't been in really more than one relationship. He doesn't have a ton of experience to help guide him. So I'm looking forward to sitting down with his family to see if Colton is really ready for a lifetime commitment.
It's wonderful to have you in our house. I can't wait to get to know you better.
And I have to tell you how happy and perky you look.
That's true.
I haven't seen you this happy ever.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, Mom.
Cheers.
Love you. My mom and I have a great relationship. I could tell my mom anything.
Can we go have a talk?
Yep, let's go. My dad and I have a coach-player type relationship. But I'm lucky, I'm fortunate to have a mother and a father that care so much about me.
How has the whole thing been?
It's been so good for me, but also so challenging.
I just want to make sure that your foundation is built on honesty and trust and openness.
You know, going into this, like obviously with Tia, that was gonna be something that was gonna be brought up at some point, right?
So where is that at?
I addressed it like a man, and I threw all of the cards on the table. We both communicated with everybody involved.
I'm proud of you. I mean, for being that honest and addressing that.
Yeah.
What conversation has she had with you about Ari? You went on one date. She was engaged. Is she ready? How do you bounce back from being in love and being engaged to doing this?
I know enough about what makes Becca Becca to know that she would not put herself in this situation if she wasn't ready at the end of it.
I don't want you to think because you had your hard conversation, everything else can be put to the wayside.
Yeah.
There's another hard conversation to have.
But there's always gonna be hard conversations in a relationship, staff.
Welcome to marriage.
I know.
I trust Colton. I trust Colton's judgment. But it's tough thinking about Colton in that position, knowing that he could have his heart broken. So I'm a little bit guarded. So I'm gonna dive right into it.
Yeah.
Are you okay with the honesty that he has told you about Tia?
Yeah, I mean, I've never questioned Colton's honesty. He's been really upfront with it. It wasn't serious, and they hung out that one time and went their separate ways.
So the question that I asked him after that was, he seems to have explained himself, but
Right.
yet has the love and the engagement between you and Ari been addressed with him?
No, and that's honestly a really good question. I feel like we've scratched the surface on that, but he hasn't really dived deep, I guess, and asked those questions to me. That breakup was really hard, and I went through all of the grieving, the anger, the hurt, but I would never want the fact that Ari wasn't honest with me and indecisive to stop me from still wanting to find my person.
I love hearing you say that because that's the way I would describe what Colton's looking for. Colton is so ready to find his person that he can spend time growing with, but it has to be right.
Right.
As much as I want happiness for him, and as much as I can see how much he cares about you right now, unless you truly care the same about him, I don't want you to pick him. It's better to have someone hurt now than down the road, if it's the wrong decision.
How are you holding up?
It's been good so far. It's been fun.
So what are your thoughts on how your relationship is?
It's something that I was a little skeptical going into, and I know you were very skeptical, but it's working.
How open and honest and transparent and vulnerable have you been?
Very. More. I've been, I shared the fact that I'm still a virgin with her. And in the past, I've hidden that from a lot of people because I don't give that part of me away to everybody.
It's very private.
Yes. And it was something that needed to be addressed later down the road. But as you know, fantasy suites are coming up. And, you know, I just wanted to disclose that before. That was probably the toughest conversation that I had to have with her.
Do you think she loves you?
I think so.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you see having enough time with her to make a decision whether you want to?
Propose?
Yeah.
I wanted to wait for today to see, because today was going to be telling. Today, I would have my answers of where I was at with her.
So where are you?
I love her. I think that there's a very good chance that I could be engaged at the end of this.
The fact that he told me he was in love tonight sort of shocked me, but I'm excited to see him open up and be vulnerable. He's going with his gut, and I trust his judgment. What have you seen so far from him that has made you propel the relationship forward versus some hesitations? Do you have any?
Yeah. Well, I guess I do have a concern, and this is why I'm really happy that we're sitting down,
Okay.
because, you know, Mama knows best, and you know him better than anyone. And he's acknowledged that he hasn't had a ton of experience in the dating department. Last week, he opened up about just the fact of, you know, like not being that intimate with women, and
He just shared that with me,
yeah, and so
which we don't talk about often.
right, no, and I'm sure it's very, very hard for a mother.
It's not a mother-son conversation.
Right, yeah, and I totally get that. And what I took away most from that conversation was he felt like people had judged him in the past, and he got a lot of crap from
Locker
other
room.
the locker room talk. But honestly, I found that more attractive, that he's sticking to who he is as a person. But I guess just because he hasn't had a ton of experience, at the end of this, like, can you see him committing for a lifetime?
Before I just talked to him, I'd have been pretty skeptical, but he blew me away with his transparency. If he's falling in love with you, when he's ready to make the next step to a proposal.
Colton's mom, Donna, is amazing. She said that if he found the right person, Colton would be ready to take the next step in a relationship and get engaged. That's what I wanted to hear.
So, ready?
I'm ready. And Colton's family is pretty darn awesome.
So nice to meet you.
The entire day and night went exceedingly well. It was so
Thank
good
you.
to meet you.
See ya.
I hope after tonight, he can get to the point where he feels like he's not only falling for me, but he is in love with me. Then I'd love to hear those words. How you doing?
I'm good. How was that for you?
Good.
Good.
It was good.
I thought that was everything and more that I needed.
Yeah.
Today, seeing you with my family, I know that I'm in love with you. And I can't be happier about it. Come on.
When Colton tells me he loves me, it makes me feel so special. I'm happy that we pushed through and saw something in one another that wanted us to keep on going.
I miss you again.
But it won't be as long this time, I promise.
Good.
Everything that I've seen in Colton, just in his actions, I could see a husband, a life partner, a teammate. I'm falling for him. He's just wonderful.